Well, hi there, pluggers. I was Sore Finger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me to part 2 of my lessons on David Gates and Brett's classic number, Aubrey. Right, now, best get yourself a drink. This could be a long lesson. In the first part of the lesson, we did the intro. Okay, obviously after the intro it goes into the first verse, and that's what this lesson's all about. Just verse 1, I think it's going to take long enough to do verse 1, and then verse 3 will finish the song off. Okay, luckily, if you've mastered the intro, you will have got half of the verse sorted out. Okay, which is great. So I'm just going to go through the first verse now and try and play it for you, and then I'll break it down and show you the whole thing. Okay, you'll probably recognise the intro chords, okay, for half of the verse. Okay, please excuse my excruciating vocals on this. I find this extremely hard to sing, especially when I'm playing it. Okay, but at least you'll know where we are in the song. Okay, so here we go. And Aubrey was her name, and not so ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wasn't bloom, for the hearts that never played in tune? A melody that everyone can sing, the way the words that rhyme doesn't mean a thing. And Aubrey was 7th verse 2. Okay, nearly got through that without making a mistake, which is a rarity. Okay, well, let's get to it. Okay, I've got the gist of it for you, I'm sure. Okay, got the idea. Right, we're starting off with what you played for the intro, okay, until it gets to after the C rundown on the intro. Okay, so here we go. G and B minor 7th. Aubrey was E minor, G major 7th. Not so C rundown. Ordinary girl, all name. At that point, that's when the intro finishes, okay, and we go back to the G and start singing. Okay, in this, as it's the verse, we go not so ordinary your name, but who's to blame? G, a normal G chord, okay, and it's the same sort of picking pattern or plucking pattern as we've been using before. 6th string, 3rd fret, open 3rd with the thumb, 1st and 2nd strings together, back to the 3rd string. Okay, okay, so now we're entering a G rundown. Okay, after the C rundown. So and then it goes to keeping pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. We lower the bass note to F sharp, 2nd on the 6th string, and repeat the plucking process. 6th string, 3rd string open, 1 and 2 together, 3rd string open. So you've got that G with F sharp in the bass. Okay, then we go to E minor, straightforward E minor, and it's the same plucking pattern again. 6, 3, 6th string, 3rd string, 1 and 2 together, 3rd string on its own. So it's fairly straightforward, this bit. G with F sharp in the bass, E minor. Okay, now we go to a B7th. Okay, standard B7th chord, fretted as normal, but what you do with it, you do the same plucking pattern, but you start on the 4th string. Okay, 1st fret of the 4th string of the B7th. Okay, 4, 3, 1 and 2 together, back to 3. Okay, so far we've got G with F sharp in the bass, E minor, B7 starting at the 4th string. Okay, so the words for that, to fit that to the words, okay, so that comes out of the C rundown where it goes, I start from the beginning. And Aubrey was her name, an not so ordinary girl or name, but here comes the G rundown playing for a love. Okay, that's the B7, for a love. Okay, then we play the G major 7th that you've played before, single finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, an usual plucking pattern, 4, 3, 1 and 2 together, 3 on its own. Okay, so now we've got G with F sharp in the bass, E minor, B7 starting at the 4th string, then the G major 7th. Okay, and now we've got a new chord for you, E minor 6th. Doesn't sound, it sounds quite complicated, but it's dead easy. One finger, 4th fret, 5th string. Okay, and the picking pattern is similar to normal. 5th string played at the 4th fret, 3rd string open, 1 and 2 open together, plucked together as usual, and then the 3rd string again. Okay, so from the G, okay, so let's put that to some words. And Aubrey was her name, a not so ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wouldn't bloom? Okay, now we go down, very simple this one, just take the finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, down 1 string to the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and now we're going to play a C major 7th. Okay, just that one finger again, and what you do is the same picking pattern as plucking pattern. 3 on the 3rd on the 5th, open 3rd, 1 and 2 together, pluck 3rd, and you play this one twice. It's the only one that you play in the verse twice, and it's the C major 7th. Okay, so you play that whole thing twice on the C major 7th. Okay, so far from the G with F sharp in the bass, E minor, B7 starting at the 4th string, G major 7th, E minor 6th rather, and then the C major 7th twice. Okay, so to put that into context from the beginning, and Aubrey was her name, a not so ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wouldn't bloom, for the hearts that never. Okay, now we go to a G, partial G, 2nd on the 5th, and little pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Okay, and it's the usual plucking pattern. 5th string, open 3rd, 1 and 2 together. Okay, and then 3rd on its own, 3rd string. Okay, and then we make it in. The G goes into a G major 7th by moving the 3rd little pinky on the 3rd fret there on the 1st string down to the 2nd fret, or you can use another finger if you want, but you need to be playing 2nd on the 1st and keeping that 2nd on the 5th, and it's the same plucking pattern, 5, 3, 1 and 2 together, third on its own. Okay, so from the two C's, major sevenths, sorry, C major sevenths, G, G major 7. Okay, so let's put that into context. And Aubrey was her name, a not so ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wouldn't bloom, for the hearts that never played in tune. Okay, now we move into the final two lines of the song, and it starts off on an A minor 7th, right? So it's A minor with the third string open, so just the two fingers, second on the fourth, first on the second. And the plucking pattern for this is 5, open 5th, open 3rd, 1 and 2 together as usual, and back to the 3rd. So this sequence is the A minor 7th. Then we change to one that you haven't played before, and that has a rather odd name of F sharp add 9 add 5. So I'm just going to call it F sharp. Okay. So how you play this, it's not quite as difficult as it sounds. My third finger is, let's start with the first finger. First finger is playing the 2nd fret of the 1st string. My second finger is playing the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and my third finger is playing the 4th fret of the 4th string, the D string. 3rd string is open. So if you play 4, 3, 2, 1, that's what it should sound like if you got it right. And the plucking is the usual thing. You're only using these 4 strings. You 4, 3, 1 and 2 together, 3. So the usual 4, 3, 2 together, 1 and 2 together, 3 on its own. So it's A minor 7th. So 5th on its own, 3rd, 1 and 2 together, back to 3. Okay, so sorry. Then this F sharp chord. Okay, so it's okay. Then we play a C chord, and it's the same picking that we've done on a C before. 3rd on the 5th, open 3rd, 1 and 2 together, and 3 on its own. Okay. So these 3 chords go like A minor 7th, F sharp, C, and then it goes back to the F sharp. Okay, so it's C, F sharp. Okay, so those A minor 7th, F sharp, C, F sharp, back to the A minor 7th, so it's just one lot of that. A starts off A minor 7th, F sharp, C, back to the F sharp shape, back to the A minor, back to the F sharp, back to the C again, and then up to our friend the E minor 6th, where you only need the one finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, and the usual 5, 3, 1 and 2 together, back to 3. Okay, so let's get all the way through that with some singing on top, singing, question mark, on the top, so you can see how it all goes together. Okay, so here we go. And Aubrey was her name, a not so ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wouldn't do, for the hearts that never played in tune. Here comes the A minor bit. Their lovely melody sings as to sing. Take away the words that rhyme and doesn't mean a thing. Okay? And then finally, to finish the first verse, we play a D7th and then a D7 suspended. Okay, so basically two fingers, first on the second and second on the third. Open first, open fourth. Okay, and it's the usual plucking situation: 4, 3, 1 and 2 together, back to 3. So, and then after you've done that, you play that. So it's so after you've done the, you then put pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, keeping those two where they are, and pluck 1 and 2 together, 3rd string, and then make a D7th, a normal D7th with the 2nd fret of the 1st string fretted, and then pluck 1 and 2 again, and then the 3rd string. Okay, so it's okay, something like that. Something like whichever, just as long as it sounds something like that. And then goes back into the G and starts verse 2. Aubrey was her name again. Okay, so let's try and go through the whole verse fairly slowly. Okay, and Aubrey was her name, a not so ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love for the hearts that never played in tune? Make a lovely melody that everyone can sing. Take away the words that rhyme, it doesn't mean a thing. And Aubrey was her name. Okay, there we have going into the 2nd verse again. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there, and then we'll finish it off in lesson 3 with the sort of bridge section at the end of verse 2, which is also on the end of verse 3 as well. Okay, shouldn't take too long to go through that bit. So just for good measure, I'm going to go through each chord change again slowly. Okay, from the beginning. G, B minor 7th, E minor, G major 7th, C run down, C with B in the bass, A in the bass, D in the bass, G, G with a sharp in the bass, E minor, B 7th, G major 7th, E minor 6, 2 lots of C major 7th, sorry, G partial down to G major 7th, A minor 7th, F sharp 9 plus 5, whatever it is, C, back to the F sharp, A minor 7, F sharp, C, E minor 6, D 7th, suspended. Next verse. So there you have it. That's the hardest part of this lesson over with. Time for a dark room, I think. Anyway, hope you made some sense out of that. Any problems, let me know. It's not the easiest thing to show somebody. Thanks very much for listening and putting up with my singing, and I'll see you in hopefully part 3 to finish it off, which won't be as hard as this. Okay, bye for now.